Hey guys, Michael here from FatToFit, and welcome to the final episode of Summer Shreds, episode 12. I was going to just do one of my usual episodes where I kind of went through where I'd go through some clips throughout the week, but I decided that I'd rather just talk to you guys about my whole experience and kind of just update you guys to what's been happening for the past few days for this final episode. And so I'll just get started with how I always do. So with my weight loss, my final weight loss, I'll just put it up here so you can see. My final weight loss ended up at 143 pounds, which is 65 kilos about, which is exactly what I wanted to reach when I first started my cut 3 months ago. So I was very happy that I reached that. So what I did yesterday was I went for a DEXA scan. I'm going to have a whole nother video on DEXA scans and things like that. But basically the idea of a DEXA scan is it measures your body fat percentage as well as your lean body mass. And like anything out there, it does have its inaccuracies, but it's considered one of the most accurate methods of testing your body fat, basically via x-ray. And so it told me that I was at 10.7% body fat, which is what I wanted to be. I wanted to reach around 10% body fat by the end of this cut, and so I was really happy when I found that out. And then yesterday, of course, after that I pigged out and I'm still feeling the effects of it a bit today, but not so much. I just feel really satisfied and full, which I'm very happy to. If you saw my Instagram, you would have seen some of the foods that I was eating, and I'll pop some pictures up on the screen as I'm talking. But definitely enjoyed myself yesterday. The sugar rush was real, but prior to yesterday, all this week, it really did hit me quite hard, the cut. Mainly up until the 12th, the week 12. Before that, I hadn't felt any kind of hunger. But then, of course, I was never satisfied with what I was eating, but there was never that constant hunger there, and that hit me in the past week. So I was pretty much hungry every day. I was only on 35 carbs a day. I ended up, my final calories were 1,570 calories, I think I was on for the past week, which is a bit quite low, and I can't wait to start increasing them now. And so it did really affect me. I didn't feel like working out at all. I was really tired. I was sleeping more, and it was just a terrible week. But then yesterday, it made everything feel better. I feel a lot better today. I feel a lot more rested, a lot more full. My plan is that yesterday I kind of just picked out and satisfied all my cravings, and today I've kind of just been eating without tracking. And then over the next week, I'm going to start transitioning into a lean bulk, hopefully, and maybe do a reverse dieting over the next few weeks. But anyway, that's for another video. So reflecting over this cut, in terms of weight loss, I have to say this time it was a lot more disciplined and not easier, but actually I will say it is easier. It was easier than the first time when I tried to lose weight, that first 50 or so kilos when I did my big weight loss over 2 years. And I think the main reason was that I did try to do it in one take. So I tried to lose all the weight in that 2-year period, which isn't a bad thing, but the way I went about it, it's just dropping your calories too much, doing too much cardio, and by the end you just get mentally drained and you don't want to do it anymore. And so that's what happened to me at the start of the year, and that's the reason why I went into that short bulk, just more of a mental break than anything. And that's another thing from my DEXA scan. It showed I put, from my bulk, I put on about almost 4 kilos of muscle. I think it was like 3.8 kilos, which was pretty good for a 7-month bulk. So that's about, for those who don't work in kilos, I think it's about 8 pounds. So that's pretty good for a 7-month bulk and my first one. But my plan now is to hopefully bulk for the next year and put on a real decent amount of muscle. that is the plan, but I'll talk about that in another video too. I'm supposed to be reflecting on my cut and I'm talking about my bulk. It's just because I'm so excited about it. But losing weight, it is a journey. It's a journey that can take a long time or can take a short amount of time. I don't think I could have cut for any longer than 12 weeks. That week 12, just by the end of this week, I was just feeling terrible. I don't know how people do it for 16 weeks or longer. They probably don't drop their calories as much, but it is difficult, especially after you've gone from eating in a surplus to eating in a deficit. And it's even more difficult, and I know from personal experience, when you're having to do it for the first time, when you're a morbidly obese individual and you don't know what you're doing, you're having to find all this information, but you will make mistakes the first time you do it, and that's okay. We're only human. All that matters is that you never give up and you keep continuing through those mistakes and just treat it as a learning curve. And so I think that's pretty much all I wanted to. I don't want to make this episode too long because it's just going to be me talking, but I'll throw in a few clips from throughout the week. Not so much lifting footage, but more so just some bloopers kind of from this week. A few happy things did happen. I made some pancakes and got some t-shirts and things like that. But what I really wanted to say was keep an eye out for my next video, because I am going to be doing something that I've kind of wanted to do for a long time, but I'm a bit terrified of showing you guys. So keep an eye out for that on Tuesday. And yeah, I think it's been a good 3 months on the car. I hope you guys have enjoyed following my journey. If you did, leave a like on this video. Go watch the other videos. I've linked them all in a playlist if you haven't seen them. Comment down below if you have anything to say to me, and subscribe if you haven't already to the channel. Thanks for watching the videos, guys. See you later.